Yeah, big sign, Soi Siam Country Club. Now, this is part 3 of Know Your Soi. If I ever get across the road in one piece. Right. Part 3 of Know Your Soi, Soi Siam Country Club. Now, when we did the part 2 of the lakes video the other week, we showed you right up the top where the train is and the big parks and everything. But what we're going to do today, if you want to see that, you can watch that video. We're going to start from here and head down towards Pattaya Klang. I just get my phone on the bracket and we'll be off. What we do this all in one take, hopefully. Except I might as well admit that that's actually a lie again, because I've already done this, and what happened was the microphone came out the adapter, so I've got it done up with elastic bands. Right, we'll just do a turn here. The big 7-Eleven on the right at the top here. We'll head down. Right on the right you've got Mapchan Lake, but on the left you've got a lovely temple here. Just going to lower my mask so you can hear the microphone. It is very beautiful. Now let's see if we're not straight. It's almost as difficult as doing a live stream because I don't want to cut any out. Okay. Right, that's a bit more level. We've got a nice temple here, a couple actually. I have flown over it before, and again there's some footage of that on previous videos. But what we do with this series, the Know Your Soi, is basically stripped down to the bare essentials. So there's no drone footage or anything or music added, it's just basically what you see is what you get. Now that is a beautiful little temple. And then you got another one here, up the little hill. There. Let's just turn the camera up a bit. But also here, you got behind the lady, you got a waterfall, which I think is probably electric, probably done by pumps, because this is just a tiny little hill. There's not enough water from rainfall to come down like that. Now this lady, perhaps your Thai girlfriend or wife will know who she represents. A very nice statue. And they have buffaloes here, which the water buffaloes often take down to the lake for an afternoon swim, which I'm sure they're very grateful for. It's a beautiful little teak house, look. Perhaps I shouldn't be. Zodiac. Monks tending to the grounds. And there, right ahead of us, Mapchan Lake. And that is virtually full up to the edge. Last time I saw it this much water in was this time of year, 2018. And then last year and even before that, we had a bad drought. Well, a bad rainy season followed by a very, very dry drought. Now you got a nice restaurant here, AE and DK Steak. I know that because my children and wife have eaten there and they spoke very well about it. What used to be the Loft is now called, I didn't catch what it's called, but it's not the Loft anymore. Got a couple of beer bars here and August restaurant. Massage and a couple of restaurants. And here we'll just show you to the right here. We did come here on a Loy Katong video when there had some beautiful lights up. That's all gone now, but it's still nice. Oh, I've come the wrong way. There's a little car park, well, a bike park, this car park the other side. That's all new. Now, let's see if I can go the right way. I'm not going to go far in here because it's really off of Soi Siam Country Club. But, God, plumbing, look at that ramp. Oi, come on. Ooh, caught the bottom then. I won't do that again. It's all right coming down. Now this runs right through to a road on the other side of a lake. But it's only a gap for motorbikes. Cars, it's not reinforced enough to become a main road. I wish it would, because it'd be great for the school run. If you can get on a motorbike, I just won't refuse to take my children on a motorbike, even with crash helmets and protective gear. It would have to be a real emergency before I did that. Okay, we won't go any further. Well, let's take a look here. Quite choppy today. It's very breezy this time of year. But we have got the videos going up there, so look back on my previous videos if you're interested in having a look. Yeah, the water is really high. We won't go down that ramp this time, we'll go this way. Oh, I'm not trying to get off this pavement, I've come the wrong way. Oh, past this tree. Oh, yeah, so... Oh! Oh! Someone dropped their water. Right, let's go across the road, except I can't because they're cementing. This is the car park to Flowerland. Shit, I don't know if we can get in. I got in earlier. But the cement's all wet. I know that's wet, although there's no sign saying it is, but round here, I think I can get in. It's a big shop. Now, I don't actually know if they're open. It never took off this. It opened about a year before the pandemic started, but there was never much in the car park here. Let's see if I can have a little sneaky look inside. There's a little roundabout here. Go in and roundabout. There's a bonsai tree here, a bonsai-like tree, and they say it's a value of $1 million baht, but I am sceptical of that somewhat. But there you go, if you can read that. It's very beautiful though, and it is obviously taken a long time to grow. And this is where you would go in if you were a paying guest, but I'm not. There's some nice trees in there. You can get some good ideas for your garden. All my life, being a young kid, there you go, that's some more of it. All my life from being a youngster, I was interested in wildlife, and my back garden was like a zoo with snakes and frogs and lizards and you name it. I kept it. And my dream was always to go to the tropics. So when I did, I My next dream was to actually live in the tropics, and I finally did that. And then I went to one of these garden centres with all these beautiful trees, and I dreamed of having these beautiful trees, but I only had a condo. So 5 years ago we got our house. The motorway is, I think at this stage, if it's only 4 lanes, it's still a lot wider than Soi Siam Country Club. Why did they build the motorway over Soi Siam and not a bridge for Soi Siam over motorway? Now the next road it goes off, north, up the other side of the road that's on the other side of the lake, that road is a bridge and the motorway is down at ground level. Look at it, it's huge, it took ages to build this, and it must have cost a fortune. And I don't know, no, Route 66, Lucas goes in here and quite a few other YouTubers, and it is actually an American diner, and he does these off-road bikes and buggies as well. It's quite busy on an evening, I've seen. He was very brave opening when he did. He opened just not long after the start of all the lockdowns and everything. Right, speed things up a bit. Outback, that's very popular. Outback restaurant. I ate there with my family when my dad and sister came over. Dark Side Genesis, that's been closed for a long time. A good little hardware shop there for household items. Oops. I haven't been in here yet. I did when the kids used to go in here when it was a, what you used to call it a ball place. It was a kids' playroom basically. What's it called now? Fast Lane. He's got some expensive cars in here and motorbikes, and it's a restaurant as well. It's quite dark. I don't want to drive. It does look nice. Lucas rides for kicks. He did a video on that. If you want to look up his channel, I didn't want to go in, just a video. There's a car wash here on the left. Car and I assume motorbikes as well. It's one of these like marketplaces, sell the cheap stuff, but the place we go to is this little 20-baht shop here. Very nice people who run the shop, and got this, that and everything in it. So not everything is 20 baht. It's a bit like the pound shop in England. Most things are 20 baht, but you've got some more expensive items as well, but kitchen, household things. Okay. Christmas decorations. There you go. Oh, I love these Ford pickups. They don't hold their value though. The Fords don't seem to be popular with the ties, but anyone from the West knows that Ford is a good brand and well made. There's a Planet Football Stadium here for the kids playing football on the right. Down here on the left every day you have people with little fruit stalls selling melons, coconut, mango, bananas. Quite good price as well, far cheaper than the supermarket. A big nursery on the right there selling trees and things. You have some markets down here, do some food on the evenings. 7-Eleven on the left and some other bits. Then this is what they call Suicide Junction. It's basically no traffic lights, it's a free-for-all. Motorbike shop. A Tesco, it's not Tesco anymore, it's Lotus. There's a pet shop on the right there, this is where we get the dog food. Building supplies on the left. Garage if you need some gas. Going back to that Tesco, the Lotus, we're going to, us Westerners, are going to be calling them Tesco's for the next 10, 15 years. It was only a few years ago that I stopped calling the Big C Extra Carrefour, because anyone who remembers on Pattaya Klang, when that opened in the early 2000s, that actually was a French supermarket called Carrefour, and they sold out in Thailand to the Big C, which is a shame because there's a little bit more diversity. There's a gym on the right there. East Coast Real Estate. Very long Soi, and if you include the top part, which I was talking about at the start of the video, it's probably about 12, 15 kilometres. Very dangerous junction here. People come flying out of here without even looking right. Well, I'm doing this video because I've got to go to Foodland to get some kidneys. I bought some lovely chuck steak. I'm going to make a big steak and kidney mix tomorrow for the freezer. Can't beat a good steak and kidney pie. The barber's on the right there with a funny naked man outside. That's where I get my hair cut. Right, now this is a market. You've got Mr. DIY here as well. Now the first one we come to is early morning market. Early morning and up to, well, some of them run up to about lunchtime. And then you have over the other side of this car park the afternoon and nighttime market. Checking the microphone hadn't come out. Oh, some people hate that smell, but I love that smell of that fish market smell. Go on, and you come across there. Right, we'll cut round, go out the other way. This one will open about, well, we used to pick the kids up from school at 3:30 and sometimes go to the market. So they sort of like get, this side gets going any time from now really, but to have most places open, it's sort of like after 3 o'clock. A big C, a mini big C on the right there. But if you want fruit and stuff, don't buy it from the supermarket, come to a market. The only thing they fail on, price-wise, is potatoes. You can always find potatoes cheaper in Tesco or the Big C. Right. There's so much, there's a real bustling Soi. There's so many businesses, shops. You get almost anything up there. There's sauna on the left there. One new tyres on your right. And that one's still called Tesco, look. And here, I won't go in, but you've got the fresh food supermarket. Got quite a good variety. Now up here, you got the railway crossing. So we'll just pull in. Now something I learnt last night from Mr. Egg, Phil. I watched his video, and part of his video featured the building of this new track. Now what he informed us is that it's going to be raised, at least through Pattaya. Going to be raised 20 meters up or something, which is going to be somewhere roughly where this track is they've cleared. I mean, most of what they've cleared is probably to give them the workers a road through for the trucks and everything. But it'll come hammering through here. Won't be no railway crossings or anything. It'll all be above ground, above the road, I mean, which is brilliant. Far more interesting if it was a tunnel. So we're on our last little part of Soi Siam Country Club before we hit Pattaya Klang. No, I really shouldn't have come out without eating. I'm absolutely starving now. Yeah, and if you remember the banner right at the top of the road when I was introducing the video, it was the same as this one. Siam Country Club Pattaya. And opposite you got the Index Living Mall. And then just over here, we'll be leaving you in a moment. Then Junction on the left, that's a very big, good electrical store. TVs, everything. But this will take us down into Pattaya Klang. So we will be leaving you now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and got some education if you don't know that area. It's part of what they call the dark side. So we will catch up later. Thank you.